What if you could predict death? Not by magic, not by luck, but by science. In the shadowed corners of a forgotten lab, one man created something no one thought possible. A machine that could see death coming, seconds, minutes, even hours before it struck. But before the world could understand his invention, he disappeared. No body, no trace, just a machine humming in the dark, still counting down. This is the story of a man who tried to outsmart death and may have become its next victim. Dr. Elias was no ordinary scientist, a recluse, a visionary. Some called him brilliant, others called him insane. But in the quiet of his home lab, buried beneath layers of scrap metal and quantum equations, he worked tirelessly on one idea. What if death isn't random? What if it's measurable? His obsession began after surviving a car crash that should have killed him. He swore he saw it, felt it moments before it happened. That feeling never left him, and so began his life's work. He called it Thanatron, a box of circuits, sensors, and something stranger, something almost alive. Thanatron didn't predict natural causes. It predicted the moment, the heartbeat, when a human would cease to exist. Early tests were crude, then accurate, too accurate. He tested it on lab mice, on dying plants. Then came the test on himself. One night, it beeped, death approaching in 22 hours. Elias stayed awake, trembling, waiting, but nothing happened, or so he thought. The next morning, his neighbor was found dead. Heart attack. 22 hours after Thanatron's warning. Elias was shaken. Did the machine sense death near him or just near? Was it predicting proximity or cause? He reset the machine. Waited. Beep. Death approaching in 3 days. On the third day, his cat died. Coincidence or pattern? Elias began documenting everything. He tested it with friends, strangers, even online volunteers. The machine never lied. It didn't tell how, only when. It was always right. But the more it was used, the stranger things became. Clocks in the house stopped at the predicted time of death. Birds avoided the house. Visitors felt cold near the machine. Some even fainted. Thanatron wasn't just predicting death. It was attracting it. He tried to destroy it, but it wouldn't burn. He smashed it with a hammer. It reassembled itself. Panicked, Elias locked it in a lead case and buried it beneath his lab. But the beeping never stopped. It echoed in his dreams. He began to see shadows where there were none, reflections and mirrors that didn't belong to him. He started to believe the machine had opened a door. Elias received a letter. No return address. Inside, one sentence. We know what you've built. That night, he saw them. Figures in dark suits, watching from across the street. No faces, no movement, just presence. He stopped leaving the house. His calls were intercepted. Emails vanished. Thanatron beeped again. Death approaching in 6 hours. But this time, it wasn't for someone else. He knew they were coming for him. At exactly 3:14 a.m., neighbors reported a flash of light from Elias's house. When police arrived, nothing. No fire, no body, just a perfectly empty lab. And a single machine sitting quietly in the center, still humming, still counting. They never found Elias. No trace, no clues, only the device, now sealed in a government facility. Or so the rumors say. Years later, a whistleblower revealed documents, photos of Thanatron, charts showing test results, a classified program named Project Echo. They said the machine now predicts more than death. It predicts disappearance, whole towns, flights, moments lost in time. And every time it beeps, something or someone vanishes. No explanation, no return. No one has built another Thanatron. But some believe Elias is still alive, trapped in a space between life and death. Others think he became part of the machine, a ghost in the wires, an echo that warns, and sometimes whispers, to those who listen closely enough, a final warning before the end. One last discovery, a video left on an encrypted drive. Elias, pale and wide-eyed, staring into the camera. If you're watching this, I made a mistake. Death isn't a moment. It's a force. And I gave a voice. The screen flickers. Then silence. Thanatron's final beep. Then the screen goes black. Years later, a university student studying quantum anomalies stumbles upon a buried component, a circuit matching Thanatron's specs. The student rebuilds it, unknowingly reviving its signal. And somewhere in another part of the world, the beeping begins again. Low, soft, death is listening once more. Online forums begin to report synchronized deaths at the exact same times across the globe. Users who click a mysterious link all hear the same audio. A soft chime. Then the whisper, "You've been seen." Panic grows. Is Thanatron online now? Is Elias the one behind it? Or has the machine become something else entirely? A tech billionaire claims to have acquired a piece of the original device. He launches an app said to warn users of fatal events. It goes viral until millions begin to receive countdowns. And the deaths begin. No one believes it. Until it's their timer. Governments try to intervene. They ban the app, shut down servers. But it spreads like a virus, reappearing on devices uninvited. No code, no files, just the sound of that chilling beep. And the final word on the screen. Elias was right. In an abandoned data center in Romania, a systems engineer uncovers an anomaly, a ping from a dormant IP address last traced to a defunct government lab. The logs show encrypted traffic, pulsing every 88 seconds. When decrypted, the message is clear, Thanatron active. The engineer digs deeper, only to find his screen hijacked by a countdown. 10:44, 10:43, and his reflection, not moving with him. He vanishes before the clock hits 0. His laptop still whispers, "Next." Soon, a global threat emerges. Hospitals report flatlines occurring at identical times across continents. Subways stall. Pilots freeze midair. Victims all had one thing in common: an unknown app installed automatically. It cannot be deleted. Its name? Echo. The icon? A pulse line, one that ends in a perfect, chilling dot. One night, a live stream hacker interrupts global feeds. The screen glitches. And then, Elias, paler, older, unblinking. He speaks only once. You try to shut it down. You made it louder. Thanatron was never a device. It was an invitation. The stream cuts, but viewers report hearing whispers in their homes. The same words. You've been logged. Scientists begin noticing irregularities in time. Milliseconds vanishing. Voices captured on silent security footage. Time-lapse videos show figures standing still while the world rushes past them. They all were the same face. Elias's face. Only one word echoes in slowed audio recordings. Soon. Now, rumors speak of a final timer. One no one sees, only feels. Headaches before the beep, shivers before sleep. The feeling that something is waiting behind your reflection. And if you hear that sound, soft, digital, constant, don't run, don't hide, just listen. Because by the time you hear it, your countdown has already begun.